Welcome back to our premiere episode of Paradise Riders, featuring the 42nd annual Phil Peterson's Poker Run. This episode is brought to you by Peterson's Harley and by the Monroe County Tourist Department Council. We left off in our last segment as the Thursday riders were arriving for their first poker card at Gilbert's Resort in Key Largo, situated at mile marker 108, just over 100 miles from Key West. This is a popular stopover for bikers, boaters, and travelers visiting the Florida Keys. And most visitors agree it's the rustic and laid-back atmosphere of Gilbert's that makes everyone feel like they've arrived in the Florida Keys. Our crew got a chance to check out all the cool bikes on the ride, and it was amazing to see just how far so many riders had traveled to join in on Peterson's Poker Run. Let's catch up with our co-host Stu Jones as he talks to some of our Thursday riders.
Hey, we just had a great lunch here at Gilbert's, checkpoint number 1 on the Peterson's Key West Poker Run. I ran into my friends Brian and Aglaya from Lighthouse Point. Brian, you've done this event a bunch of times. Any idea how many? Have you lost track of the count? I don't know. I think at least 10, right?
20 years. 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah, we got one in the group, done it 20 years. 20 years. This is our 13th year.
How many in the group altogether riding today?
What do we got today? Today we split it up. About 13. We got some coming later, and then some on Friday.
Well, listen, you guys, it's 1 o'clock. You guys got a whole afternoon ahead of you. Yep. So safe riding.
Oh yeah.
And let's fire it up. I want to hear some horsepower. Next stop, marker 88. You got it.
These riders have over 100 miles to go, so they're anxious to get on the road and start heading south through the scenic Florida Keys. There's just a few traces of rainfall from earlier in the day, but it looks like the skies are clearing for a smooth, dry ride towards the next checkpoint, marker 88 Restaurant in Isla Mirada. This amazing aerial shot from our Phantom drone camera takes us high above the Key Largo Skyway, over scenic Jewfish Creek, considered by many boaters as the gateway to the Upper Keys. Safety is a top priority for the organizers of the Phil Peterson's Poker Run, so all of the checkpoints for the run to Key West are located only on the right-hand side of Highway US 1. This way, riders never have to cross oncoming traffic to turn into any poker run checkpoints. Let's check in with Stu and Jackie to see how they're enjoying their ride on this brand new Harley-Davidson Street Glide.
I can't say enough about how much my wife Jackie and I enjoyed riding this 2014 Street Glide, and I've got to thank the gang from Peterson's Harley rental fleet for such a great bike to enjoy the poker run. Even though I own a 1993 Fat Boy, there's just something about riding one of the latest Harley-Davidson models with a 103-inch fuel-injected V-twin, the adjustable suspension, the front fairing and windshield, along with the creature comforts like the thumb-operated boombox stereo system. It just takes the riding experience to a whole new level and makes the poker run so much more enjoyable for my wife and I. We had a nice group of riders who rode along with us. Sometimes it's nice to be with a smaller group. You feel a little safer. We had some great riders with us. It was safe and fun. And Drew, of course, leading the way, leader of the pack.
Marker 88 Restaurant is checkpoint number 2 and a new stop on Peterson's Poker Run. The popular Keys Seafood Restaurant features a fabulous menu and has been a long-standing tradition in the Upper Keys since the 1960s. The restaurant offers indoor and outdoor dining with beautiful water views and an atmosphere that can only be experienced in the Florida Keys. Drew Peterson's wife Linda and her friends didn't waste any time getting a nice lounge seat with a perfect bay view.
Checkpoint number 2, marker 88 Restaurant, a popular stop over here in the Florida Keys. A very elegant restaurant, but more recently this nice backdrop here with the bayside behind us. I ran into Angela and Linda. Drew, Linda is your husband.
Yeah.
So I was talking to you earlier about all these years that you've done this event. Was there any particular year that was really memorable for you here on the Peterson's Poker Run?
One year in particular was amazing, and that was in 2005 when Drew's father, Phil Peterson,
Yeah.
who you know is the patriarch of the family and started the poker run.
Sure.
He was fun to be with.
Yeah.
He was excited. He was smiling through the whole entire thing.
fond memories from Linda, and I'm sure we'll have many more fond memories as we continue on the 42nd annual Peterson's Key West Poker Run.
Some of the riders suited up for the next leg of the run, so while they head towards Marathon, enjoy these messages from our sponsors. And Paradise Riders will return in just 2 minutes with more highlights of the 42nd annual Phil Peterson's Key West Poker Run.